I just want to know, Paragon Pro, are we alive tonight?
Jack Manley, Remy Marcel.
I'm Jack Manley.
I'm Remy Marcel.
And we are the Whirlwind Gentlemen.
Former PPW Tag Team Champions.
But it wasn't always like this. How did we come together? I mean, that was a long time ago, man.
It took us a long time because a lot of people, they think fun-loving. They think Remy Marcel and Jack Manley, Whirlwind Gentlemen, are fun-loving guys. But it took us a long time to get to the point where we are, and a serious amount of work. We started in Santa Monica underneath a really strict Japanese dojo. So for us to be surrounded by machine guns and vices and all these other things that LA and California also have to throw at you, it's crazy to think that still we're looked at as being fun-loving guys. But we can mix it up with we can get down and dirty. That's not the issue. We've scraped and fought for everything we've ever gotten.
Me, Jack Manley, was just a poor white boy from Anchorage, Alaska. I moved away from home when I was 19 to pursue this dream of pro wrestling.
I'm from New Jersey. My folks moved out to Las Vegas. I busted my ass to get to this point. It's where my career started, was in the Neon City.
Yeah.
Where I met Jack Manley.
Yeah, we met here in Las Vegas under the tutelage, of the cowboy Scott Casey. We learned the tools of the trade, very good friends. But it was Remy Marcel that led me to be who I really am, which is, Jack Manley. It's a funny story, Remy. I come in and I'm just like, yo, man, being the Alaska guy, I'm doing Alaska things, and at the point we're finally comfortable with each other, and Remy just kind of like, oh man, that's great, but what's your name for real, man? I understand this is obviously not your real name. And,
you come down as Lumberjack.
Yeah.
The logger.
The lumberjack. When I tell him my name is Jack Manley, it's just like a bomb went off in his head, he just got in on it, right? Got in on how, that's silly, and how, you are Jack Manley.
Bro,
what else would you be?
It was beyond ridiculous that you weren't using your real name to me.
Right.
Because Jack Manley is you guys know.
Yeah, it's Jack Manley.
You guys know that Jack
right?
Manley's listen to the way that thing rolls off the tongue.
Right.
And it was only fitting
right.
That we came together with that one.
Yeah, and so
I appreciate you taking my advice.
And from there, once we got rolling in Vegas and it was time to really sink teeth in deep, we moved out to Santa Monica and lived and trained at the Inoki Dojo.
Hard living.
And from there, really got grounded into what this really is.
Get out your seat, onto your feet, and come alive for that dapper duo, those handsome boys, Manley, Marcel, Whirlwind Gentlemen.
After being in the Las Vegas, we moved ourselves to the Inoki Dojo, also known as the New Japan Dojo in Santa Monica, California.
There we trained underneath Shinsuke Nakamura. You might have heard of him. Rocky Romero. The plethora of guys that would come through, Kendo Kashin.
It's a pedigree.
And again, they are no nonsense. So
9 months on the air mattress.
Yeah.
Top ramen is the main course.
Living in an attic.
Yep.
Watching these guys who are just complete superstars in Japan come over here.
But
and
you can only
us,
take so much, though. You can really only take so much there. You have to apply your craft everywhere.
Yeah.
So we move ourselves to Louisville, Kentucky. The thing is, we got pulled in to go to Kentucky, Louisville.
Right.
Upon arrival, we get our wrestling license.
Yep.
We get everything that needs to happen. This takes a couple months now.
Yeah.
And as we get to the final day where we're finally got everything going,
We're ready to
we
set
knock
this
on the
up.
door, and the place is getting shut down.
And they are shut. And
It's
take
hard.
a wild guess where they're moving.
To Florida. Jack Manley has a Red Baron, is what we were calling it, but it's a
It's a Nissan with no brakes
yep.
that shouldn't have made it anywhere.
Nope. So there's something to be said when grinding metal is the only way you stop.
No. Again, when you hit the brakes and you see sparks flying out the back, you know that you're there because you want it.
And the only thing you can think about is raw potatoes and tuna fish, and tuna fish is out in the
yeah,
week.
you better like rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's the definitive character building tool.
And once Kentucky fell out and bared no fruit, that ride from Kentucky to Florida to continue on,
Scariest thing ever.
Yeah, again, no breaks, literally no breaks.
Bringing ourselves back to where Florida really didn't also pose very fruits of our labor.
No.
We had to take it back. We had to go back to square one, go back to the chalkboard, drawing board, whatever you want to call it. So we birthed the Whirlwind Gentlemen in the Neon City.
Yeah.
We're gonna hook ya, we're gonna cook ya, and you're gonna catch that steam of the Whirlwind Gentlemen.
You know, you have to evolve. If you're not willing to evolve, then be prepared to become extinct. Be prepared to get left behind. And for us, it was a matter of like, well, what happens if maybe we try coming together? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that sound like?
Feels good.
Yeah. Well, when we left Vegas, we were just
Singles.
we were just a couple of dudes who were just trying to live a dream, man. And then when we came back to Vegas, we were a couple of pros looking for the next thing.
Paragon Pro Wrestling is our big break.
To sit here and think of the places that we've been and the struggles that we've endured to sit here now. Paragon Pro Wrestling champions formerly and vying again. It's you know, we weren't supposed to be here. We were never supposed to be here anyway. So to be standing here winning titles in places that we weren't supposed to be, here standing, you know, Paragon Pro tag team champions.
Always too small. Never gonna make it.
Yeah.
Well, if that line stretches around the corner. As many times as I've heard that.
For me, it's not a matter of letting those people define who you are. You know, they act like we just arrived in the trenches, man. We've been here the whole time.
Yeah, we've been digging trenches our whole careers.
Yeah, man.
And let me tell you something. It's not about anything other than this.
Yeah.
Right?
Just because we're that dapper duo, those handsome boys, doesn't mean we don't know how to clench fists and fight for it. Anybody who wants to count out the Whirlwind Gentlemen, please do. Because it ain't stopped us before. It only makes us hungry to be tag team champions once again.
Get out your seat, onto your feet, and come alive for that dapper duo, those handsome boys, soon to be PPW Tag Team Champions, Manly, Marcel, Whirlwind Gentlemen.